Hey, welcome to your reading. What makes you attractive to men, to him, right? To that divine masculine energy. We're going to jump into that. And as usual, I'm not going to leave anything out, okay? I don't care how hot and spicy it gets. I'm going to tell you everything. So let's get started. Meditate here on the 3 cards. Pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get started. Hi, number 1. Welcome to your reading. What makes you attractive to men, to him, to that masculine energy? Okay? I am going to share with you everything that does come through and not leave anything out. I don't care how spicy it gets, okay? I'm gonna share everything with you. So let's get straight into your reading. You are naturally drawn here to the card holding the green aventurine crystal. And what I love about the energy of the green aventurine, this offers the energy of emotional healing, right? Helping you to let go of like those difficult memories and helping to promote inner harmony. So this is a perfect choice for you. And let's see, you have the god Horus. So with the god Horus coming through, he has that energy of like clear seeing, intention, and perspective. Okay, so what this tells me about men and what they find attractive about you is that they see you as someone that's like, you're going to be straight out, right? Straight up front. You're not going to hold anything back. When it comes to expressing your feelings and your emotions, you're going to let them know what you want, what you expect, okay? And so some men find that really attractive about you. And let's see what other insights coming through. What's happening, Spirit? What makes you attractive, number 1? Let's see. Ooh, the 10th house, reputation. Okay. So with the 10th house coming through, let me just point out that there are 12 houses in an astrological birth chart. And with the 10th house, okay, this is the house, that energy that is about career. So it's about career, your responsibilities, your achievements, and even fame. Okay. So I could see that what makes you attractive is that men can see that you care about your reputation, okay? You're not just gonna be out in these streets doing anything and everything, okay? You are not for the streets, okay? And some men find that very attractive about you. I feel like you always speak about leveling up, right? You want that glow up, okay? You are always like this person that is future thinking, future planning, wanting the best for yourself and for those that you love, okay? And speaking from that type of purposeful mindset, men find that attractive. So let's gain more insight. So what makes you attractive to men? What makes you attractive? Boom, you have reflection. Let me just say this. So with the reflection energy, this is the energy here that reflects the growth, okay? It reflects like your growth through insights, right? Which you get from contemplations of yourself and others. And did we just not say that with the information coming through already? Especially the god Horus here with clear seeing, intentions, and your perspective. So I'm just like, really, I'm getting goosebumps here because I can see that your cards are definitely in correlation with each other. Wow. So you are one. You're going to pull back. You're going to take a moment. You're going to self-reflect on whether or not you should move forward with him, or you're going to reflect on him as well. And if you don't see what you want to see, baby, you're going to start analyzing the situation, okay? You need to see it clearly before you move forward, okay? And some men find that attractive about you. So let's gain more insight. Whoa. So let's see here. What makes you attractive Number one, what makes you attractive? You're a storyteller. Okay. This is about communication, honey. I do want to point out, ooh, you know what? Let me say something else about the 10th house, because this just came through. Okay. So with the 10th house as well, I do want to point out that the 10th house does rule over Capricorn. So Capricorn is significant either in the top placements of your chart or the chart of the men that find you attractive, that find your way of thinking attractive, right? That find, that you're responsible, you are career oriented, okay? And some men feel like you could be famous. It's something about you that gives that air of like fame, right? And it could be like celebrity, it could be like a famous writer, but there's that fame energy that a lot of men look at you, and some men may ask you, are you into like are you like a social media influencer? Are you into acting or television or things like that, modeling? It's something like that, something that men find about your looks, right, that they find extremely attractive. But let's get back here to storytelling. So with the storytelling energy, right, this is like the ability to, for you to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So the way that you express yourself, the way that you speak, your voice, the tone of your voice, the cadence and the way that you speak, men listen to you. And I feel like a lot of men, like especially if you're speaking to men in public or face to face, they tend to watch your lips. Something about your lips, the shape of your lips is attractive to men. You're able to express yourself clearly and concise, okay? The storytelling energy is communication. So with communication, we know that the air zodiac signs rule over communication. So you have Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra that's coming through at the top placements of either those men that recognize your great storytelling, talents and abilities. You have that Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in that sun, moon, or rising sign, or that can be in your placements as well as a confirmation here in the reading. So this is significant. So let's gain more insight. And baby, these men can listen to you all day long. You know what I'm saying? Like even on the phone, if you notice, like if you talk to a male on the phone, he stays on the phone long and he's literally attentively listening. So when he gets quiet, don't think that he's not listening to you. He's trying to hear every word that you have to say. And so let's gain more insight. And so what's the energy as it does relate? What is the energy? So you have here the Two of Wands. So with the Two of Wands energy, you have that fire, zodiac, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries is significant. But baby, you fire, okay? Two of Wands energy. Okay, so it's fire and it's also creativity. And with that Wands energy, especially the Two of Wands, it's like men know that, baby, you are going to make a decision. You're going to make a decision, and you know when to make a decision, okay? And I feel like some men want you to compromise your integrity, right? They want you to compromise your morals, right? And you're just like, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. But believe it or not, when you say that and when you approach that conversation in that way, it raises your standards. They see your value and your worth, and they are really turned on by, you having those boundaries, you being persistent with those boundaries. Let me say this, even though it may make them mad and stuff like that, but they are really turned on, honey, when you stand up for yourself and when you say, look, you are not worth all that. It's something strange I'm telling you about guys that, especially these guys that you have dealt with, like they'll act like they don't care or they're going to ghost you, but honey, deep down inside, you are making them even more interested in getting to know you a lot better, if you know what I mean. Because if you're like, if you give in to them when they want you to give in to them, they don't see it as like a chase, right? And guys like to chase, believe it or not, right? So let's gain more insight. Well, what is the energy coming through? What is popping? So what makes you attractive? Okay. I'm just like, okay, whoa. I feel like sometimes you're like nonchalant, and sarcastic and that just heats it up. So keep being yourself, honey, because especially the men that you run into, that nice girl stuff don't work. It don't work with them. You got to be yourself, okay? Put them in their place. And if they are not coming correct, baby, it's like, if you're not coming correct, don't come at all. That's your motto. It's like, don't play with me and stay like that, because men find that extremely attractive. And let me just say something. You can attract the alpha male. See, the alpha male wants a strong woman, a woman that knows who she is and not willing to sacrifice herself just to please a man. And that's you. So you have horse and freedom. It's all adding up and it's all making perfect sense. So with the horse and freedom energy, there's that Sagittarius. You know what? I'm going to just put it right here next to the Two of Wands, because we did say Sagittarius with the Two of Wands, and we're going to put your crystal there. So we got the Sagittarius, honey. Let me just say this. This is the thing about you that guys tend to recognize and they see, is that your heart is pure and it's free. Okay? And you have a greater purpose that calls you, which is why the 10th house showed up here. The 10th house is about purpose as well, okay? You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength, okay? So not only emotionally, okay? Not only is that spiritual vibe of stamina and strength, but honey, physically, okay? Physical stamina and strength. And baby, and I told you I'm not going to leave anything out. And men, especially men like you may pass in the public, they be thinking stuff sexually, sexual lust, okay, lust. Like they could imagine how amazing you would be, with a sexual experience. With them, with the sexual experience. They just feel like you would have that stamina and that strength. I told you I'm not going to leave anything out. It's coming through and I'm going to give it to you. Let me just say this. Some men recognize that you can't be controlled with the horse freedom coming through. You cannot be controlled. They can't cuff you. And that makes you attractive when you're not easily attainable. Right? But guess what? You're able to follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. Okay? Let me repeat that, because this is, you need to know this. You follow the winds of change. And by doing that, you're able to accomplish your dreams. So keep being who you are. Because the truth of the matter is this. The truth of the matter is this. If you live for people's acceptance, you will die from their rejection. If you live for people's acceptance, you will die from their rejection. So keep being you. You're doing the right thing. You're on the right path. Let's gain more insight. You like, boy, bye. I feel like I could hear you like with some of these guys coming at you. You're extremely gorgeous. Let me just say that. You're naturally beautiful. You don't even know how beautiful you are. You don't. And you know, it's because, you know, you have this humility about you. You're humble, right? And that's beautiful as well. But physically, men find you extremely attractive, okay? The way you're able to, you know, even when you present yourself in your most casual way, right? Very little makeup, you know, hair just, you know, natural. Girl, you got it going on. I'm telling you, you have it going on. Let's gain more insight. My life is about my relationship. This is a spirit guided message coming through for you directly from the spirit guides here. And so it says, let me just say this. And what's unique about this message is that it is in alignment with the message that we just got. So this is the thing. You will never find yourself in a point in time when the subject of relationships is not an active part of your now experience, okay? The guides are saying that for everything you perceive or notice or know is because of your relationship with something else. Without a comparative experience, ooh, I love that. Listen to this. Without a comparative experience, you would be unable to perceive or focus any kind of understanding within yourself. Therefore, it is accurate to say that without relationships, you could not exist at all. Did you get that, number one? Did you get that, number one? And what I love, look, the number one is on this card. So that's a strong confirmation. You see the number one up in the top corner of the card. You see that? The number one's on the card. Did you get that message? So baby, don't criticize yourself. Don't judge yourself about your past relationships and what you could have, would have, should have done. You are doing the right thing. You're on the right path. You are meant to experience those past relationships so that you know what you don't want, so that you can point your attention and your focus towards what you do want, honey, what you do want. And that's something that I feel like you have been doing that a lot lately. You have been knowing what you do want. And I'm telling you something, when you express to these men, you're like, baby, I know my value, I know my worth, and I know what I want. It's your confidence, okay? It makes you extremely attractive. Confidence, the natural beauty that you express, whether physical, emotional, or even spiritual, you being you, keeping those boundaries in place, staying persistent and consistent, your rich mindset, okay? Taking care of your responsibilities, focusing on your career. Okay, you have the essence of fame here in your vortex. Now with the storytelling, baby, the way that you communicate and the way that men watch your mouth. So it's like when you talk, I watch your mouth. That's a message coming through. I'm telling you, and it's more than one guy that is saying this. Like when you talk, I love the way you talk. And when you talk, I watch your mouth. You have the gift of communication. You have that ability to express life through stories and through symbols. The way you tell a story is like no other. So if you are even thinking about like starting like a YouTube channel or Instagram or TikTok, baby, go do it. Because you can tell a story just being your natural self. And men love it, okay? So beautiful number one, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading inspires you. I hope it inspires you and resonates with you. Don't forget to subscribe to that channel and leave a comment below. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, number two. Welcome to your reading. What makes you attractive to men, to him, to that masculine energy? Well, I'm going to share with you all the energy that does come through and not leave anything out. I don't care how spicy it gets. I am going to share. Okay, so let's jump straight into your reading. I see here your energy, you're naturally drawn to your card holding the amethyst crystal. Now, what I love about the energy of the amethyst is because this crystal, it helps you to improve your connection with the divine and protect against witchcraft, black magic, and disease. It's also really good for calmness and stillness, helping you to relieve stress. So this is a perfect choice. Now you have here the god Thoth. So this is writing, wisdom time. And this is a energy that Thoth brings an awareness about the Akashic records, that esoteric knowledge that they don't want us to know about, that is oh so powerful. That's found in the Akashic records, okay? Let me point this out. So what I feel like, is really attractive about you to men is your knowledge, like your intelligence, the things that how you're able to engage in conversation and express yourself, how you have a broad range of like knowledge to share. See, this is the thing, you're a seeker. And when you are a seeker, you're someone that you're not limited to one space, and you're not in a box. You're open, right? You're open to explore, right? To find out, other things that exist beyond what can be seen, okay? And so just you really being knowledgeable, your intelligence, and it's something mysterious about you as well. So how you don't share all of your personal information and things like that, that makes you mysterious. That makes you mysterious, but that also makes you extremely attractive. The way you're able to keep most things to yourself when it comes to your personal life or even your family life. And so when you do that, that just makes them want to know more. It makes them want to dive deeper. And so let's gain more insight. What's the energy as it does relate? What's happening? You got the planet Venus, baby. This is the planet of beauty and love. And so with Venus here, you got Libra and you got Taurus in the top placements of your chart, or the men that recognize your physical beauty. Okay, you are naturally beautiful, very attractive to most men. Now, love, honey. You just got it. You're unconditional with your love. I can definitely see here you have this air of harmony about you. The word harmony is significant. It could be related also to music or even someone's name, but the word harmony is significant. Romance plays a huge part. You have this natural romantic air about you. Okay, and charming. You are sensual. You about that luxury life, baby. You're about that wealth. It's like, that luxury is in alignment with source energy, right? The earth has lush greenery and abundant ocean, and you have the beautiful sky and the mountains and the air and the water. Everything of the earth is luxurious. And so when you're able to take those materials from the earth, such as the stone that is used to make granite countertops, and then you take the steel that is used to make chrome for luxury vehicles, and you take those things, those parts of the earth, and you put them together and you create a luxurious environment for yourself. So because you have that air for luxury, that interest for luxury and wealth, that makes you attractive to men, okay? You offer this magnetism. Men are naturally drawn to you because they see a value. They see your value. And let me just point this out. Quiet as it's kept. There are some men that see your value, but they still try to play games with you. It's not that they don't see your value, recognize their value. It's just that they see your value and they recognize your value, but they want to see if they can get something for nothing, if that makes sense. Trying to get your value for doing minimum. Okay, so be conscious of those men. I know you know who they are. Okay, and also here with the planet Venus, you got taste, honey. The way that you dress, you got taste. The things that you choose. If you go out to a restaurant, you can tell people where the good food is. Hey, this restaurant over here has delicious food. You gotta go try this. You're always speaking of places that have really good food, and you have amazing style. Okay, so that's something that makes you attractive to men. And so let's gain more insight. What's the energy as it does relate? What makes you attractive? You got intimacy. Woo. And this goes with the planet Venus. Let me just point out that the energy, baby, of intimacy, that supports you trusting that you are safe and you allow that closeness. And see, that's you. When you are with the right person, whether it be a romantic or platonic relationship, friends or family or even a romantic partner, you have that energetic connection of intimacy, right? You give your attention. You let the person know that you do hear them. You aren't only listening, but you understand, okay? And so people feel like they can be close to you. So if you wonder, like, why are these people keep calling me when I clearly kind of like cut off communication, it's because you offer that safe space, right? And the reason you don't want to be so close to them is because it's the opposite. They don't offer that safe space for you. But you offer that safe space where people feel like they can be in your presence. They feel safe around you. And men find that when you allow that closeness for them to express themselves or even just to get to know you, have a conversation with you on the phone, they find that attractive. And so let's gain more insight. What is the energy as it does relate? What is that energy? A victim. So with the victim energy, this prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. That means you have learned to stay aligned. And remember, alignment is something that you'll do for the rest of your life. You'll practice alignment for the rest of your life. However, you have become aligned with the greater version of who you are. Your self-respect, self-assurance, self-esteem, and unconditional love, right? So you like, I'm not going to let you take advantage of me, honey. It prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. And so with that, this is the thing with that, it shows that you have that courage, right? You have the courage to set boundaries. And you're able to like keeping and maintaining boundaries and staying persistent with that. And so let's gain more insight. What is the energy as it does relate? What makes you attractive to men? Dear and love. You know, I am so intrigued that Dear and Love came out, especially with the planet Venus, because if you can see, you see the word love is here on the planet Venus card. So you got love twice. That's considered a synchronicity. 2 love cards. Men are drawn to you. And they're drawn to you because you're gentle. You have a gentle nature. They're also drawn to you because you heal. You have a healing power of love. And you're able to see the light in all things. Despite the darkness that's there, you're able to see the light in all things. You acknowledge your self-worth and your grace. And that's in correlation with the victim energy coming through. Because let's be honest, you've dealt with people in your life who, were accustomed to playing the victim for a positive feedback in the form of pity or inability to maintain personal boundaries. These people will play the victim, but you're not about that life. You're not about that life. You just like, I'm just going to take it as a lesson and I'm going to set boundaries. Okay. And that shows strength. That shows courage. That shows self-esteem, self-respect. And that's something that definitely does stand out about you. So let's gain more insight. What is the energy that makes you attractive? What makes you attractive? What makes you attractive? Look at that 10 of Cups. You better know it. 10 of Cups, baby. This is high vibrational water energy. So you got Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces in the top placements of Sun, Moon, and Rising, either in your chart or the chart of the men that recognize this 10 of Cup energy, okay? And this is your family contentment. And again, love shows up again as well with the 10 of Cups, because this is, you having total love and support for those you care about. All right. If you care about me, like, I'm all in. What do you need? What do you want? Where do you need my support? If you don't need my support, you got my blessing. You got my blessing to do whatever you want to do. So you're supportive, right? You offer total love and support. Even if you meet men like just on a casual basis and you have a casual conversation with them, they can tell, baby, that you're not a hater. You ain't never been a hater. You just stick to your money like a stapler. Okay? That's a bar. That's a bar. And I feel like I heard it somewhere too. But no, you're not no hater and you stick to your money like a stapler. But baby, you want everybody to win because you know that there's enough for everybody to go around. There's no reason to be hoarding anything. You don't think like that. I just think it's a natural part of who you are, to be supportive, okay? To be there for your friends, to be there for your family, okay? Yeah. It's like if people hang around you, you know what I'm saying? You'll motivate and inspire them to elevate their game. And that's just who you are. That's just who you are. Which is why the universe is always conspiring for your good. The universe is conspiring for your good. So even when you do face challenges and you have to get a peep inside of someone's narcissistic personality or get a peep inside of someone's good nature, right? It's for you to learn. Okay. So the challenges is what we consider like the hard things that we have to go through, right? But when you have a challenge, always know that it's for your growth. So always learn to look at the lesson of the challenge and not the person, if that makes sense. You want to recognize that, okay, this person is offering this challenge and not play that game with them. But you also want to look at the lesson. And so let's gain more insight. You know what? I'm gonna put that right there. I don't know. I'm right here with it. So what's happening? What makes you attractive? What makes you attractive, baby? You're a nice person, number 2. Like, I like you. You got love 3 times. You got the 10 of Cups, love. You got Venus, love. And you got dear love. You are so loving. So loving. Stay that way, because love is the highest frequency, but always make sure you love yourself first. As you know, the greatest love of all is self-love. Okay. Whitney Houston made a song, Greatest Love of All, and that means self-love. Because when you love yourself, you don't go in places where you are not appreciated. So let's go. Stay in those places where you're appreciated. You have my every thought is attracting a vibrational essence. Ooh. This is a guided message coming through from your spirit guides. to let you know and to help you understand that whether you are thinking about wanted things or unwanted things, you are still sending out a request to attract more things like the subject of your thought. And all things that happen to you, all people, things, experiences that come to you, they come in response to your vibrational invitation, meaning your feelings. And the reason why your angel guides are mentioning thoughts is because thoughts can turn into feeling depending on how much momentum you give that thought. Okay, so not everything you think about you're going to attract to, it depends on how much fuel, if that makes sense. Like you put gasoline in a car, how much fuel, how much power you give the thought. Because the more power you give the thought, the more you entertain that thought, then the more power you give it, and that creates that emotional vibration. Okay, and that's how you're able to attract things. So noticing how things are turning out for you is one very clear way of understanding which vibrational request that you are I don't know how to pronounce this word, that you are emanating. Noticing how things are turning out for you is one very clear way of understanding which vibrational request you are emanating, because you are always getting the essence of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. You're getting the vibrational essence, but the physical, right, shows up if it's strong enough to do so. Love this for you, love this for you, love this for you. So I could definitely see that men are attracted to the way that you think. Your mind is everything. Your mind is everything, right? Everything. Your mind is everything. And see, this is the thing. I feel like you have a winner's mind. You have a winner's mind. You have a rich mindset. And, winners focus on winning, right? Right? Winners focus on winning, and losers focus on winners, if that makes sense. So, if that makes sense. Let me just say this. I'm picking up like really strong strength from you, like boundaries and stuff like that, right? You've dealt with different relationship challenges. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you cut people off, right? You block people, and that's good. And men, especially, who are not supposed to be in your life, you can block them. But that makes you attractive. That makes you appear strong to them. And trust me, that's attractive, okay? Because this is the thing. Sometimes you don't hear from certain people because they're on their journey and it requires their full attention and energy, right? So these men, let me just say this. A alpha male will not take it personal, okay? Because the alpha male knows that we all need room to grow from time to time. And the alpha male would be more attracted to you when you take time away to focus on yourself. That is strength. That's self-love, self-assurance, self-respect, and unconditional love for your journey. Okay? And that's extremely attractive about you. And so, beautiful, number 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, drop a comment below and subscribe to the channel. I'm sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, number 3. Welcome to your reading. What makes you attractive to men, to him, to that masculine energy? I will share with you everything that does come through. I don't care how spicy it is. I'm going to give you everything and not leave anything out. So let's jump straight into your reading. I see here your energy naturally drawn to the amethyst crystal. What I absolutely love about the amethyst crystal is because it offers this energetic resonance of calmness and stillness. And it's also really good for helping to relieve stress. Perfect choice for you. And let's see what card you do have. You have Malachi, which is about spiritual development, study, and the law of attraction. Ooh. Let me just say this. So what makes you attractive to, some men is your spiritual awareness, right? Is that you feel connected to source energy, right? Your intelligence, the way you are, like you're studious, right? You don't mind taking time away and putting that time into yourself to study, to take care of your business, right? And that is something that is considered to offer like the energy of self-respect. A lot of men see that you have boundaries in place, right? You are someone that cares about who you engage with, and you're not out here engaging with every Tom, Dick, or Harry. It's just not you. You're not doing it, okay? And so men find that quite attractive. Basically, you are picky. You're picky. So let's gain more insight. What's the energy as it does relate? What is this energy? You have the moon. Now, the moon is about your feelings, okay? And also the moon rules over the mother. So with the moon being about your feelings and ruling over the mother, as well as ruling over the zodiac sign of Cancer. So Cancer is significant in your sun, moon, or rising, or in the top placements of the men that recognize your nurturing vibe. You also have, like, let me just say this, you have a strong intuitive gift, right? You usually go with your gut reaction to things, okay? You offer, like, there's something comforting about you. When you communicate with certain men, they find your conversation, your energy, the connection, they find it quite comforting. You offer this home vibe, this home family vibe, right? They recognize your femininity, okay? Some men also see you as having like moods, like this, like, oh, she's in a mood, right? But let me tell you something. The men that recognize your moods, you could be hot or you could be cold or you could be on or you could be off, baby. They find that attractive about you. They find that attractive about you. And also with the moon ruling over the mother, you offer this mothering energy. And what I mean by that is it's like nurturing. You're a nurturing person, healing and supportive, okay, within your connections. So let's gain more insight. What is the energy as it does relate? What energy do you give off? What makes you attractive here? Duality. So with the duality energy, let me just say this, that the frequency of duality, that supports your ability to gracefully flow, right? Gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites, okay? Meaning that you could communicate with men well, you could communicate with females well, right? You can align with your masculine energy, right? You can understand your masculine energy and you understand your feminine energy, right? Because we all have masculine and feminine energy about us, right? But you are good. Like you can flow, baby, with among all opposites. Hot, cold, that's where that moody energy came through. Hot, cold, tall, short, happy, sad, like you're good. You're tapped in to feelings, right? You could recognize also when some men are in their feelings, if you know what I mean. I'm picking up a man in your energetic resonance that is actually in his feelings about you right now. So, yeah. Let's gain more insight. What's the energy as it does relate, Spirit? What's happening here? There it is, child eternal. And this makes perfect sense, especially with the moon card here ruling over the mother. You got the moon card ruling over the mother. You have the child eternal here. Makes perfect sense. It's a nice correlation. This is a determination for you to remain young in body, right? And not only your body, but to remain young in mind and spirit. You have the ability to see things with fresh eyes, okay? Meaning that you're like, you can align with that child within you. So you have like a friendly expression, a friendly demeanor, able to be like, okay, that was rough. Okay, that was some BS. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do something different. You know, you're good at that. And so that's what that's what men find attractive about you. What you can't stand though, I'm going to tell you this is coming through. What you can't stand is that man who has the inability to grow up and be responsible. You know what I'm saying? You know that man that is extremely dependent on others for his physical security, meaning like for his house or his money or his car. I guess he would be called a scrub. Well, TLC called him a scrub. I don't know what he's called today. Anyway, yeah, a user or whatever. You can't stand that type of man. He better grow up. He has to be grown. He has to be full grown if he's going to connect with you. And don't come trying to play games with you because you have a high intuitive nature. So trust yourself. Trust yourself. This is the thing. Your intuition is guided by the cosmic GPS system. So trust yourself. What you see, baby, and what you feel, put those together, and that'll give you that clarity that you need. So let's gain more insight. What is the energy here as it does relate? What is this? What makes you attractive? The Black Jaguar, the old soul. And this makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense, especially with the moon. Ooh. See, what men do recognize about you is that you walk through life with confidence and grace. And it's something about you, number 3, like you have a power that is beyond this world, okay? So you're encouraged here to focus on what you really want, okay? Because you can create your dreams. And I say that to say because sometimes you can get distracted and you get focused on things that you would not want to happen, that you would not want to take place because you get distracted. So focus on what you really want because you can create your dreams. So let's gain more insight. What makes you attractive? What makes you attractive? You got it. 2 of Swords. That air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. In the top placements of your chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or the charts of the men that do recognize this 2 of Swords energy in you. This is like, you can make a decision, okay? You can make a decision. Some men want to play games and make you compromise. They want you to compromise your integrity, compromise your morals, compromise, your dreams, right? And you're not doing that. You're not doing that. But the men who are mature, they recognize the maturity within you. And that's why I love the old soul that came through. They recognize your maturity, right? And your ability to make a decision. Okay? And that is extremely attractive. So let's gain more insight. What is it? What makes you attractive? Let's see what we got here. There we go. There it is. Causing pains for others. Causing pain for others would attract pain to me. This is a guided message from your spirit guide. So let's see what it says. It says, The flawed premise, okay, of my way of life is the only correct way. Therefore, all other ways must be stopped. That's a flawed premise to even think like my way of life is the only way. So this is what your spirit guides are saying. And they're also saying here that it is the basis of the majority of unhappiness on the planet. And not only do those things being pushed against feel the pain, but those doing the pushing feel it as well. In fact, the unhappiest, least fulfilled among you are those who are pushing against others, because in doing so, you are disallowing the most important relationship of all, and that is the relationship between you and you. So that is not only a guided message for you, but how it relates to what men find attractive about you is that duality energy. And I find it quite interesting that this message would lie naturally under duality. So that simply means that you're open-minded, okay, about many issues in life, whether it be relationships, career, sexuality, spirituality, esoteric knowledge. You are open-minded, okay? And many men find that attractive about you. And so beautiful number 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.